In this lesson, we'll learn how to work more efficiently in Illustrator using graphic styles. Okay, so in the previous lesson, we discussed how to work more efficiently using symbols here in Illustrator. Now, there's also another way we can work more efficiently, and that's by using a graphic style. What a graphic style enables you to do is quickly apply a set of appearance attributes that you have on one object to additional objects. So let me go ahead and show you how that works. I'm going to go ahead and grab my graphic styles panel. You can find that here in your panel dock. I'm going to go ahead and undock that panel out so we can use that. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and grab our appearance panel as well, because we're going to use both of those in this lesson. So if you don't have your graphic styles panel available to you, you can find that under your window drop-down menu in graphic styles. And I tell you what, there's a few items already here in the graphic styles panel. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. Now, we have several graphic styles already built into this panel, and these are defaults. Now, just like with the symbols, graphic styles have a number of graphic styles libraries that come included with Illustrator, and you can get to those through this button here in the bottom left-hand corner of your panel. Now, likewise, if we decide that we have a set of graphic styles that we've created that we want to save out, we can actually come over here to our panel options menu and choose this Save Graphic Styles option right here. And again, we'll be able to save those to a directory that's deep within our CS5 Illustrator install directory. And by saving it there, it'll enable us to view that when we come over here to user-defined graphic styles. So again, feel free to save that wherever you want to. Just know that it has to be saved in that specific directory to appear under user-defined graphic styles. So we've got a few other options here. Let's take a look at some of these graphic styles. Now, you can sort of see a preview of each one of these graphic styles here in sort of a swatch format. We can actually change that to a text format by coming over to the panel options menu and choosing use text for preview. And you can see what that style would look like if it was applied to text. But you know what, let's leave that over as the square preview. And you know what, we can even get a bigger preview of each one of these if we right click on the graphic style and hold down. So you can see that it looks like this one's going to apply a white fill with a black stroke. Looks like this one's just a white fill with a drop shadow. And you see here that these two actually they have a little swatch in the corner with a red line through it. That means that these two are missing a fill and a stroke attribute. So maybe these just have the effect attribute applied to them. We can preview these here, and these look like a little more specialized. Maybe there's a few more effects applied to these. So you can see here what these existing styles look like. Now, I've got a couple of objects here, and you know, one of these objects is from a previous lesson where we applied an effect. We actually applied a 3D revolve effect to this path. Now, if we hide that effect, we can see that this is just a path here. All we have is an open path with a 1-point blue stroke applied to it. So by revealing that effect, though, you can see that it creates the illusion of a bottle. Let's say that we want to save this 3D revolve appearance attribute along with this blue 1-point stroke, and we want to save that as a graphic style so we can apply that to some other objects. So let me just go ahead and look at some ways we can create a graphic style here. Again, we have a button right here in the bottom right corner of our graphic styles panel to create a new graphic style. With this artwork selected, we can make a style based on these appearance attributes. So again, we also have an option in the panel options menu here for new graphic style. We can select that there as well. I think the easiest way, again though, is to just take this object and drag it right into our graphic styles panel. And you'll see here that we've created a new graphic style based on the appearance attributes for that object. So if we right click on that, it'll give us actually a preview of the original object. Now, by no means are we creating an actual bottle by applying this graphic style. It's just previewing the object that we drug in. So remember, we're just applying the appearance attributes. We're not actually applying a path or anchor points or anything like that. So let me just go ahead and grab my ellipse tool here using the keyboard shortcut L, and we'll just draw in a simple ellipse. And you can see here that I have a blue 1-point stroke already applied to that. We can actually come over and hit D on our keyboard to assign the default appearance attributes to that. You can see white fill, black stroke. So let's go ahead and remove one of these anchor points. I'm going to go ahead and use my direct selection tool to select an anchor point. Let's go ahead and delete that by hitting backspace. So what we're left with here is sort of a half a circle, and it's actually an open path. So let's go ahead and select this open path and apply this graphic style to it and see what it would look like on a different shaped path. So we can click that, and you can see here now we've made a sphere based on that 3D revolve effect. So you can see here that we can save a set of appearance attributes and apply them to multiple objects by just creating a graphic style for that original object. So, I've got here another object I've created. Now this one has a number of effects applied to it. It actually has two different strokes, one of them using variable widths. It's got a couple of different effects as well. It's got a diffuse glow and an inner glow here. So we've got numerous effects and appearance attributes here on this object. Let's go ahead and drag it into the graphic styles panel, creating a graphic style for it. So if we right click on hold on that one, you can see a preview of that, and it's actually saving the variable width that we've applied to that one stroke as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and grab our rectangle tool here, and we'll just draw in another rectangle. And let's apply the default appearance attributes to it. And then we'll just click on this appearance attribute right here, or this graphic style right here, and we'll apply that to this new shape. And you can see here it's actually stretched our variable width out just a little bit, so we could actually shrink that in if we want to. Remember that width was actually created based on this original object, but you can see it's trying to apply that to our new object here. So we have some other options here. Let's go ahead and come back over here and select our sphere again. Now, you see here there's a little chain link broken icon right here. This will actually unlink the graphic style from the object it's applied to. So if we click that, we're actually applying that same set of appearance attributes to this actual object instead of it being just a graphic style. If we go ahead and undo that, let's take a look here in the appearance panel. We can see here that it's a path, but it has a graphic style applied to it. So again, we're working more efficiently because we're saving our appearance attributes as graphic styles so we can reuse them later. So let's go ahead and zoom out here. Now there's just a couple of other things we can do here in the graphic styles panel. Now obviously to delete the graphic styles we could actually come over here and just select a graphic style and hit the trash can button, or we can select the delete graphic style option here within the panel menu. Now there's one other interesting option with graphic styles. Let's say we've created two graphic styles here and we want to actually merge those together. Maybe we want to create a new graphic style based on the two of these graphic styles combined. So let's go ahead and just either hold down Control and click on the second graphic style, and we'll select them both here. Then we come over to the panel options menu here, and you'll see here there's an option here to merge graphic styles. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and it's going to prompt me to name this new graphic style. Let's just call this merged and hit OK. Take Illustrator just a moment to create that new style. Thinking about it here, when numerous effects have been applied and saved as a graphic style, it's going to take Illustrator just a little bit longer to create a new graphic style when you're merging them together like this. So if you open any of the graphic style libraries and play with any of those graphic styles, you'll see exactly what I mean as far as Illustrator taking just a little bit longer to render and process the artwork. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and I'll unpause it when this is done. Alright, so Illustrator's finished processing the merge of both these graphic styles, and this is the new graphic style that's been created based on these two. So if we right click and hold on this graphic style, it'll take Illustrator just a moment to generate a preview for us, but you'll see exactly what it's come up with by merging these two styles together. Now, oftentimes when we're dealing with a 3D style like this and merging it with other styles, it can take some time, so you can see how long it took just to preview this new graphic style. And so you can see here exactly what we're left with as a result. So let me just go ahead and click off that. Now in this lesson we've learned how to work more efficiently in Illustrator by using graphic styles to save our graphic styles for future use. In the next lesson we're going to continue on, and we're going to start talking about how Illustrator handles type, and we'll look at ways to create type here in Illustrator.